Picture this, it's 2021 and you are Cristiano Ronaldo. At age 36, you are still considered one of the world's best players. Still seemingly at your peak, age is nothing but a number. And the stats prove it, as while playing for Juventus, you scored 36 goals and assist 4 in 44 matches, being top scorer of the Serie A, as well as guiding your squad to an Italian Cup double. And even though you ultimately failed at your biggest goal of bringing the Champions League trophy to Turin, you can leave after 4 years knowing that you had a successful time in Italy. But what's next? With your superstar agent Jorge Mendes shopping around, you have several of Europe's elite interested, like PSG, Real Madrid, Manchester City, and United. But there's also a solid chance that you might re-sign with Juve. But one of these clubs is pushing for you, like no other. As after City were told by Harry Kane that he had plans of staying in Tottenham for another year, Pep is in the market for another striker to fill in that spot. And who better than Cristiano? I mean, he's proven to be elite in the Premier League before, and he would be perfect as Pep can work around a tactic that puts him as the finisher, like we have seen him do for Erling Haaland. Anyways, City is genuinely in talks with Juventus, and Ronaldo has no problems of going to his former team's newest rivals. As more and more media attention come in as the deal is coming to fruition, a couple of his old pals call him up and advise him against it. As Rio Ferdinand tells him simply, "You cannot play for City." Or Patrice Evra, who posted this conversation between them, where Patrice was talking to him about a United return. But I think what really made Ronaldo break down the talks with Manchester City was the influence of Sir Alex Ferguson, as Ferguson is a father figure to Cristiano, and the manager views him as his son.
Is one better than the other, or are these two simply the very best?
Ronaldo's my boy.
So it really goes both ways. Sir Alex also told Cristiano to not join City, as United was always his team and home. And Ronaldo must have agreed to not break the bond he had with United, as even though other teams like PSG were still interested, Cristiano decided to come back to United. And I think that this was the worst decision he could have possibly made. And see, I don't think I'm alone on this take. He should have never listened to Sir Alex and the rest of the United crew, as United were and still are in a rebuild mode to this day. What they needed was not going to be supplied by Ronaldo. At this point, Ronaldo was an elite poacher, but the rest of the team was too young, inexperienced, and not pushing to win any titles, which was the total opposite of what Cristiano needed. And although Cristiano was still putting in elite performances like in his first season where he scored 24 goals and assisted a further 3 in 38 United appearances, he would carry the club out of the Champions League group stage, scoring in all 5 matches he played in, and finishing 3rd in the Premier League Golden Boot race. And despite doing all of this, the tide still turned against Ronaldo. And everything changed when Erik ten Hag became in charge of the club. As though Ole would provide some nice results, not qualifying for the Champions League and placing 6th in the Prem was enough to warrant a change. And out of nowhere, the media had started to push a narrative that Ten Hag and Ronaldo didn't get along. As the start of the 22-23 footballing season came along, Erik wanted to shift the culture around the club, and started making Ronaldo the scapegoat of it all. And now Erik would punish him on the pitch, giving him limited playing time. Only 4 minutes against Liverpool on the 3rd match day of the season set the tone, and Ronaldo saw a Premier League goal drought, as in 10 matches he would only score 1 against Everton. And although he would do alright in the Europa League, the damage to his career was already done. Ronaldo would explode the internet with an interview with Piers Morgan, criticizing the club and its facilities. Ten Hag, seeing this, ordered Ronaldo to train outside of the first team, and this move was insulting. I mean, Ronaldo wasn't even allowed into the dressing room and had to get a youth team player to retrieve his boots. And this was the end of the United bond. He made enemies with the club and most importantly, the manager. But Ten Hag had no right to cast him out. I mean, this guy's biggest achievement is making it to the UCL semis with Ajax. Ronaldo won this competition 5 times, so who does this guy really think he is? Anyways, obviously both sides were not willing to compromise, so Ronaldo would force an exit and leave European football altogether, being one of the first big names to join the Saudi Pro League on ridiculous wages. This move has been, well, a sad end to an otherwise glorious career, As Ronaldo chases that 1,000 goal milestone, he goes seemingly trophyless in the last years of his career, as he was unable to win anything with United in the second stint, or anything with Al Nassr so far. It's been quite a sad end to the GOAT debate as we know it, as Messi wins yet another Copa America, and man, he's even won a couple trophies with Inter Miami, including the Leagues Cup and Supporters Shield. And as Erik ten Hag seemingly kicked Ronaldo out of United, the media made it seem like he was the problem, which 2 years later on from that decision, we could clearly see he wasn't, as United are fighting to get into the top 10 of the Premier League table. But what if he didn't choose to return to a rebuilding United side? What if he never listened to Patrice or Ferdinand? What if he went against Sir Alex's wishes? Well, in my opinion, I think things could have gotten a lot better for him. See, if he joined Manchester City, he would continue with them in their Premier League dominance, winning title after title in a team that was seemingly automatic, allowing for his trophy cabinet to grow and therefore still keeping him in the debate. Sure, Erling Haaland still would have joined this City side in the 23 season after, but Ronaldo could have gone to Saudi anyways with a couple more titles under his belt. And although the United fans would hate on Ronaldo for choosing to go to the other side of Manchester, everything would be okay. Because when Ronaldo fell out with the United staff, all the fans went silent anyways, with some even agreeing that he was a part of the problem. But even if he didn't join City, there was another club who wanted him, PSG. Even going to France would have resulted in a better outcome, as Ronaldo would easily win everything France had to offer domestically, and he could have helped in those clutch situations during the Champions League when PSG start playing a little off, if you know what I'm talking about. I mean, he could have even been playing with PSG till this day. They could definitely afford his wages, and they wouldn't need more than him to dominate France, and even at 39, he is still good enough to help a team succeed. And sure, obviously this guy isn't the same as he was 10 years ago, but I don't think he's quote-unquote finished, as people have made him out to be. I mean seriously, the notion that Ronaldo was a finished player only came due to him being cast out of a garbage United side, and this tarnished his legacy. The fact that the second best player of all time was deemed as the problem is just baffling to me, especially after everything Ronaldo had achieved with United. It ultimately meant nothing in the end. Returning to Manchester United ruined Cristiano Ronaldo's career. Or did it? What do you think? Am I talking nonsense? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I know I usually don't make videos like this, but I wanted to expand my horizons. Anyways, thanks for watching.